PR Connections Radio presents. This episode of the PR Connections podcast is brought to you by Classy Communications PR and Advertising. Classy Communications provides public relations and marketing solutions for businesses, professionals, and nonprofit organizations. They can deliver the true meaning of your business with press releases, social media marketing, web development, email marketing, book publishing, and much more. Wherever your potential clients are, they can help you connect with them. Visit classycommunications.net to learn more about their suite of services that can help your business stand out from the rest. Classy Communications is your solution for business success.
Hi there, everybody. Welcome to our Connections Radio podcast live here at the Sahara West Library. We're at the Businesses with Heart Expo. We have a lot of our communities and nonprofits. Today is Tuesday, September 30th, and you can watch this podcast on our Connections, all the pages we have, as well as Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, Instagram. We are PRConnectionsRadio.com, and this replay will be there as well. Our next guest is Brian Henson, and we have several wonderful people to interview for you today. So come on down to the Sahara West Library. So there's food for you, there's activities, and connect with your community. So we are here at the Business with Heart, and yes, we just won an award. Our first guest here. Tell us all about yourself.
Sure. So I'm Ryan. I'm the Chief Development Officer for Nevada. So it's such a phenomenal organization. We work with individual families that are facing housing insecurity, and our team works with them to help them get back on their feet and help them get to a place of opportunity. And we have been members of the South Marketing Chamber for just over a year, and we love helping give back to the community, and we're just honored to be recipients of this award.
Now, did I hear that since you guys have been here?
34 years.
34 years. Hopefully, the Southern Nevada has been serving our community here. How long have you been with us?
I've been with the organization for 3 years.
Yeah. What do you like most about the position?
I hope that I've had the opportunity and the different roles that they have to not only work directly with the client, I get to go out and I get to tell the entire community about the clients that we work with and the work that we do. We have such a powerhouse team that takes such an empathetic approach to the work we do. And it's just comforting to know that I'm going out there and I'm advocating for things to continue to grow our program,
What would you say, Ryan, is your biggest challenge right now for your position?
Our biggest challenge is getting in front of the right people that can help support helping with. There's a lot of stigma around homelessness, and that it's not always that things that happen in life that are unexpected. And we work with so many different individuals, so many, and I want people to understand that not everybody's situation is the same. We have a lot of lose a breadwinner that end up losing jobs, and they are low income. So some little instances like that really can have hundreds of households. So just continuing to fix.
Yeah, anything can happen to anyone at any time. Any one of us. I pass by people under bridges, and I pray for them because any one of us could do that. We have no idea what could happen in our own lives. I've been so close to that myself. And so, Brian, what would you say to me about call to action for right now? How can we help and where should they go to help get something back?
Sure. Me and your nonprofits, there are a lot of things going on in the world right now. We are basic with the community. So anything that everyone can do, I'll always appreciate it. Visit our website, www.link2hope. Yes, and that's link, the number 2, hope.org. And there are all kinds of ways that you can get involved. If you need help, those organizations, those ways to donate as well.
And how would you recommend that people go on to donate? Would that be on the website? Is there a place there?
Absolutely. That is the easiest way. If you go on and find our Ways to Give page, it breaks down every single way that you can
Do you also recruit volunteers?
We do. If you visit our volunteer page, there's an application to sign up. We constantly have things.
Wow, that's wonderful. So, Ryan, congratulations. What was the award that you won?
So we won nonprofit.
Nonprofit of the Lake of Southern Nevada, which is hope, linked to hope.org. Linked to hope.org. And you're going to want to go there to find out how you can volunteer, find out how you can give, and how you can support this nonprofit that helps people basically in situations where they need to be financial themselves. So what else would you like to say to our viewers?
Just thank you so much for tuning in, and we appreciate your support. And definitely visit our website and see all the great stories of the people that we've helped and all the great things that we continue to do.
Thank you so much for being with us today, Brian. Be sure to take my info and see how I can help you. I am PJ Pure Joy, your host for tonight, and I can be reached at pj@purejoy.live. If anybody needs to reach out to me, I'm a health minister and public speaker, and I can be reached at purejoy@pj.live. Thank you so much, Ryan. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the expo. We're here at Sahara West Library, and we will be there till 7 p.m. with amazing nonprofit vendors. And our next guest is Crystal Alisa of the Spark community, which I would have been a member. I've been thrilled to be part of Spark. Spark stands for Strategic Professional Advancement and Referral Committee. Who doesn't need help in strategically pricing their business? I definitely do. And who needs referrals? That's everyone, right? So to come together with Spark, and here's Crystal. Thank you for being here. Well, thanks for having me. So you have something very exciting, a couple very exciting things to share with us. So you won an award?
Yes, we are the
Business of the Year, Spark. Wow, how exciting. And then also, I think there's an event coming up this week for Spark. What would that be, Crystal?
Yes, so on Thursday, we have our very first official Spark Business Expo. So it's at the corporate co-working space, which is on Valley View. And all of our vendors are actually Spark members. So it's a perfect opportunity for some of our Spark to get their name out into the community, get to mix and mingle with all of our other vendors, with all of our guests from the community. And we actually, last week, right before the event, we actually hosted a kind of like a mastermind class for all of our vendors, so that they can actually learn from other vendors that we've had at other events on how to properly set up a booth and how to run a booth. Because it's more than just putting your stuff out on the table and just sitting there hoping people to talk to.
Yeah, you gotta
be proactive. So we had a mastermind class so that we can teach them the booth correctly, so that it's engaging, it's not so boring and a little multi-dimensional on there, and then how to actually get people to come to their booth. So it's a little bit of strategy on there. So, but it's great that we get to different members get to learn before the event, so that they can actually then apply it to the event.
Sure they all appreciate
it makes it a better day.
Yeah, how exciting! I don't know if a lot of expos that actually provide training ahead of time like that. So
yeah,
that's wonderful. Very cool.
So we're all training all of our members, whether it be in AI, social media, just different tasks that's out there. We have a lot of members who have businesses in those spaces, so they're always willing to help any new startups or any new members kind of get into those spaces so that they can learn, they can grow. If you're not changing with the times, they're going to leave you behind.
That's right. That's right. So tell everybody when Spark started and how it got started.
Spark started a couple of years ago on another networking group that unfortunately the business in Las Vegas dissolved, and a lot of the members from that particular chapter just decided, well, we'll just keep meeting. And like there's nobody that's going to stop us from getting together and just continuing on. So from there, we kind of put some principles together of what we wanted our networking group to be, and just took off from there.
Wow, that's not fun. And then there's 3 chapters now, right?
Yes. So there's 2 night chapters. Both of them, one of them is on Mondays and one's on Tuesdays, and they meet at the WeWork building in Town Square. And then on Wednesday is our lunch meeting, and that's at the WeWork building in Summer.
So Monday and Tuesday evenings at WeWork Town Square, and lunchtime on Wednesday at WeWork Summerlin. 3 opportunities to spark with the Sparklers.
Yep. So whichever time works best for you. That's why we have different days and different times so that we can try to appeal to as many businesses as we can. We know everybody's busy, so people have time in the morning and the afternoon. Time.
Amazing. So the expo at the what's the place called?
Yeah, corporate co-work.
Corporate co-work. Corporate co-work. Say that please. Corporate co-working. Corporate co-working. So corporate co-working. That's off Valley View. Said Valley View.
Yeah. It's close to Russell, like Russell and Valley View.
Russell and Valley View. Oh, okay. So that's where we're going to be this Park for their first this expo, where the vendors will actually be Spark members of the referral community. That's going to be this coming Thursday. And what time?
It's from 6 to
6 to 8 this coming Thursday.
and it's free, so it doesn't cost anything for you to come to our event. We'll have some light snacks just so you're not hungry while you're out there to everybody. So it is around your time.
Wonderful, wonderful. 6 to 8 for this Thursday night at corporate co-working. I'm really looking forward to what else is new with Spark. Tell us what else is exciting. Anything?
Well, I mean, we're always growing. We always have new businesses coming in. So that's always great to make different things from different businesses. We offer the free membership for 6 months for any nonprofit business, so that we're trying to help the community get out there. So we do offer that to any nonprofit.
Wonderful, wonderful. So nonprofits have access to a 6-month membership with Spark, and that is complimentary. If there's an opening in the group that you want to be, do we have an opening for any nonprofits?
We do, yes.
Okay, so you might want to come down and check it out, see if it's a good fit for you. Spark again stands for Strategic Professional Advancement and Referral Community. So we hope to see you at a Spark meeting near you. Thank you so much, Crystal.
Thank you for having me.
And congratulations on your reward award. What's the difference between an award and a reward? I think you have to really look at that up. Thank you.
Thank
Crystal.
you.
Enjoy. So thank you so much for tuning in to PR Connections. We are doing the podcast live here at the Businesses with Heart Expo. And we have a wonderful guest coming up who just also won an award here. Her name is Lynn Douglas. Come on over and join me, Lynn. You for the next 7 minutes. Yes, come on down to the Sahara West Library, everyone. We're Businesses with Heart. And this is Lynn. Lynn, tell us about the award you just won. Oh. They're called Carol Leskowski.
This is very difficult because Carol passed away in June. And this particular award has her honor. And I'm the first recipient.
Yes, how exciting. So that must mean you volunteer your little, right? You're always volunteering and serving the community, right?
Yes, I volunteer a lot. Like I said, when I accepted the award, that Carol and Guy in the past, they were always the ones going out and doing give back. If there was a group give back, we would all go. But there were times when it was because Carol and Guy, maybe the other at the last minute couldn't participate. So who did I call? Ghostbuster. Yeah.
Always reliable, always dependable, right?
Yeah. And I always went. with a call.
What is one of the most incredible calls that you've gotten to make participate?
Um,
Put you on the spot.
yeah.
What was one of the most memorable opportunities you had to volunteer to serve in this community, the cross-marketing nonprofit?
I think the most meaningful for me is the food drive. Being able to go out and provide food for people who cannot buy their food, and just making sure that people have things that they can survive.
Wonderful. It's something very important to be part of, yes. So how long have you been volunteering with the project?
A long time. I'm thinking of maybe 9 or 10 years now. Yeah.
What's the biggest challenge you've seen over the years? Cause marketing and nonprofits.
The biggest challenge is always doing the expo. Really have scaled back our group in our committee. And so we're covering a lot, each of us is covering a lot of ground with the expo. And it's the biggest challenge, but it's fun to do.
Wonderful, wonderful. So what are you looking forward to? What's the next project that Cause Marketing is looking at doing that you're going to be part of?
Well, we're going into holiday season, and Opportunity Village has a lot of things going on during the holidays, Halloween and Christmas. So we will be participating in some of their opportunities with their magical forest and things. So, and I've kind of stepped into the role of finding the volunteer opportunities for health marketing. So I've been researching and finding who's out there looking for help and requesting help. So, that's what I'm looking up right now.
Wonderful. Volunteers and how they can serve. That's great. And so did you put as part of putting together the expo?
Oh, you think any of it's fun?
Well, I was hoping to set you up to say you love doing registration.
Well, actually, I do like doing registration. It gives me the opportunity, actually, to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I may not get that opportunity if I was just going.
You get to do the meet and greet right up front.
Yeah.
You get to meet everybody first.
Exactly.
That's wonderful. Well, we're so glad that you were on today and that you got to be the recipient of the award that you won today, which is Volunteer of the Year, right?
No, not volunteer.
Not volunteer.
Cause marketer of the year.
Cause Marketer of the Year.
Okay.
And then that was on behalf of your past week. So thank you so much, Lynn, and congratulations on that award that you won.
Thank you.
And go be. we have another guest coming up here, and I'm so glad that you're all joining us, that you're watching PRconnectionsradio.com, and you can find us on all of the other social media as well. Our next guest is Marissa Ina. Wait till you hear her story and what she's put together. Very important, very important. Hi, Marissa.
Hi.
I am your host, PJ with the mostest. Nice to meet you. Good to meet you. Marissa has put together a financial literacy company, financial planning company. It's designed for people, young people, and it's with the incredible notion in mind that they come out of school, they should know that they think that it takes the rest of us to figure out a long time to learn. Right? So tell me about your company, the name of the company, and how you got started. How long have you been around that kind of thing?
So I got my business started back when I was 20 years old, and I've been in business now for 9 years. I called it just Marissa and Associates. Really, the whole idea is to, like you mentioned, educate people on financial literacy, because basic things like understanding debt management, understanding retirement, understanding how important estate planning is, are things that I've noticed a lot of people people just don't know. And I think if I can help educate people so they don't make, these mistakes that, their parents made and that they make and that their kids make, just really breaking the cycle of education became a second passion of mine in life. I come from a performing arts background actually, so musical theater and acting and TV, like that's totally my favorite thing to do. But having this business became like my second thing at middle school.
So you maybe put out a lot of animation into something that maybe
Exactly. And
so what is the most impactful class or seminar that you've put together so far?
So recently I actually just did a state seminar for Harley Davidson dealership, and that was crazy to me because sitting with a room full of adults who don't know what a basic trust or a living trust is, and they have children, and they don't even have that in place for their kids. And we're talking about like guardianship, right? Especially if you have minors, you should have some type of guardianship because God forbid something happens to you, the state will decide who takes care of your children. So having this estate planning workshop recently, so many people left with so much value and clarity as like how to protect their assets and their loved ones. And to me, that just means the whole world. Because if I can help them feel good about understanding how estate planning works, then I've done my goal.
Right.
Yeah.
So is that a big part of your job is estate planning?
I would say it's more of the connecting with people. I have clients, as young as early 20s to retirement age, but I love hearing people's stories and just where they're at in the season of life and kind of just figuring out, giving them hope as far as what is going to look like for you. How can you achieve, buying your first home, right? Especially as a younger millennial, it's like it seems like it's impossible, right? So giving them hope is really my favorite thing. What I do with that. And encouraging them and showing them that it's possible to achieve their goals if they just put a plan in place.
Put a plan in place. We all need help putting those plans in place. So, Marissa Edison, how many people do you have working with you?
So I currently have 11 agents. I'm licensed right now in 5 states and counting. But yeah, I'm really excited. My goal is to have at least 40 agents in my agency before the end of the year.
By the end of this year, you have 11 now.
Yes.
So you're recruiting 29 more agents.
Correct. Wow. Yeah.
Wow, that's exciting. What is the foundation of your training? Do you have a corporate background? Teaching their
Good question. So actually, our broker is Transamerica, and they actually have a platform for us where we are able to any background. As long as you get licensed, all of our training is now done on Zoom. So it's very easy. Like I mentioned, coming from a performing arts background, I pretty much just learned through attending all the classes that is available that our broker provides for us. First, the financial literacy classes, I attended it myself, and that really gave me a good comprehension of how to teach it and those concepts as well. So, between your licensing, the one-on-one trainings that you have, Zoom curriculum, that's pretty much how we set up.
So what kind of clientele are you looking for right now? Are you looking for sources of people? Are you looking to get into schools? Are you looking to get into what's your ideal referral right now? How to be a good source of lots of referrals for you?
Yeah, so recently, the market that I find the most, I've been attracting right now is actually business owner markets. Business owners need a lot of support, whether it's 3 employees or 5 employees or 20. And I find that, being that I come in with the education aspect and, essentially there's no charge for that, I think they really like that I give the employees such a comprehensive plan, really understanding their paying or estate planning. Then from there, they have referrals from their family, their friends, their community. So ideally, there's no age, of course, but really, my biggest thing is, business owners.
Wonderful. Yeah. Wonderful. Well, we're so glad you were able to be on the show with us today. We are PR Connections Radio. This is the podcast live here at the Businesses with Heart Expo, and we are at the Sahara West Library. Come on down. We'll be here till 7. There's vendors for you to meet. You want to meet Marissa, and there's plenty of other wonderful owners as well. So a little bit of food as well. Come on down and meet us. Thank you, Marissa. Great to meet you. Please be sure to check out I do public speaking and any other way I can help. Awesome. Thank you so much. Business or help your skin or your face or your body, whatever. Okay. We have our next guest coming up, which is really ironic because she interviewed me, so now I get to introduce her. Christy Willis of MTV. and country radio. I'm so excited that I get to introduce you now, Ace Country. Ace Country.
Now she's on the other foot.
Yes, yes. So how exciting! You're here, just getting a footage of the expo.
Yep, just getting some, and just bringing some awareness to the event for everyone.
Yes, and how are you going to be putting out the information, the footage that you're gathering today? Tell the viewers about your news station as well as Ace Radio and how the community get their friends.
Definitely. So, of course, we will actually be putting this out on our newscast on Channel 25. Of course, it's a digital station. We are a completely independently owned and operated news station. It is digital. We also do have a cable station, which is cable 10, as well as we are available on local devices. We're also a radio, which is 103.1. Really, we are all about just small businesses getting everyone's name out there. We want to help nonprofits, small businesses. We do a little bit of everything. We do advertising. We do just events like this. We come out, we have all these events at no charge, so that way we can help everybody get their name out.
And how can everybody support you?
So really, they can just reach out to me. They can always email me at my email address can be Christy, so CRISTY at kpvn.tv, or they can call us directly at the station at 775-727-9400, and then they can, of course, get directed to either myself or one of the other account executives. Usually that will come directly to me. I am a full-time account executive. And then I also do reporting as well as really a bit of everything. We're kind of a jack of all trades here.
How long have you been with News 25?
So me personally, I've only been with the station about 6 months. The station's been around 28 years.
28 years.
Yeah, 28 years. It's been independently owned and operated for 20 years. We also do air in Las Vegas, Summerlin, and the TV station. Now, the radio station does larger range. We have 400 miles of range and can be heard all the way as far north as Fernley and Fallon. So, quite a large range all the way.
So what is the biggest challenge that you're facing?
Really, it's just finding new businesses, finding new advertisers. We are a small business. There are really only 10 of us total for the entire business, and we kind of do a little bit of everything. So it's just finding new advertisers. Most people don't realize that when you run a business like a TV and radio station, that advertising is what keeps you. So really, that's kind of where we're kind of looking the most.
So a great community way to advertise would be with 5 and Ace Country Radio.
And we're going to we offer some great advertising rates and some of the cheapest you're going to find. We offer advertising. Honestly, starts at $67 a week, which is way cheaper than you're find from any other TV or radio station.
Very, very affordable.
Yeah. Less than half of most other stations. Most other stations start at
So what you call the action to our viewers? What would you like to tell the viewers what they should do right now?
Really, your biggest thing for any small business, make sure that you are advertising, make sure you're looking for things that are going to help you build your business. Be it a nonprofit or a small business, make sure you're reaching out to the community and the people who are looking for. If you're a nonprofit, find ways to reach out to people who are going to help you build that. Find ways to network. Those are going to be the most important things that you can find. So look for your networking opportunities and look for those advertising opportunities anywhere you can find those.
Yes. You can't be an island and grow your business.
Exactly. So, and if you can't afford, $67 a week, find some way that you can advertise. You need to have your name out there somewhere. So definitely find some way to get your name out in the public.
And tell them again, what's your website they can go and
Yes. So you can go to kpvn.tv
APMTV.com. APM. APMTV.com. Yeah, that's awesome. And I'm sure you can check out all the advertising opportunities there. And you'll want to make sure you get in touch, get your brand exploded out. So thank you so much for being with us, and or also for how you actually meet for the TV show and for the TV station as well. Thank you so much. We're going to take a break now. We are PRConnectionsRadio.com, and we do have a lovely guest for you coming up right after this quick announcement. Our sponsors.
This podcast is brought to you by Envision U. Envision U has discovered how to impact spirit, body, and soul with spray technology in just 30 seconds. With Envision U, you can achieve optimal health and start living the life you have always dreamed of. Use the promo code envisionu.com/VernDix to take control of your health naturally.
Hi there. We are back on the air here at PR Connections Radio. We're doing our podcast live here, the Businesses with Heart Expo at the Sahara West Library. Connie Myers is my next guest. Then you'll come down and catch the last part of the show here. We'll be here till 7. So Connie Myers, you have an amazing scholarship business, correct?
It's a nonprofit for, the project is called Kids for Kids.
Kids for Kids.
So we're teaching kids how to be community leaders by protecting them.
Okay.
So this is the safety go kit. It has a tracker. The parents can track where the child is. This is the alert company is global. They track everything from terrorist attacks to abductions to school shootings.
Wow.
It also, the two important things that are in here is something called Bleed Stop. We'll stop the bleed, a small, and other safety items.
Wow,
So
safety items. Kids for Kids.
Kids for Kids makes their everyday backpack an emergency kit. This gets done at the bottom of it. So it goes to school, the playground, activities wherever they go. And then we also have an emergency backpack. So if there's a disaster or a crisis, this comes out of their everyday backpack and goes into their emergency kit, which the parents have a list of everything that needs to go into that emergency kit. And we're doing it. We started here in Las Vegas. We partnered with Opportunity Village for our launch. And we used some of the people that they had to go to their life training school.
It's amazing. So the life training skilled students from Opportunity Village help put these kits together.
Exactly.
That's wonderful.
And then the first recipients of the kits were the people from Opportunity Village who put the kits together.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So, and then we are getting ready to look for ambassador program. So any child that's age 13 to 18, they can submit a 1-minute video why they want to be the Kids for Kids spokesperson in their community.
Wonderful.
And now we've got a whole group of kids that submit these videos, and anybody working with us in the different communities will vote on a boy and a girl. But now what do we have? An army of kids that have said they want to be involved.
Yes.
76% of parents are worried about their kids' fears, anxiety, depression, potential suicide. 75% of kids are worried about, is there going to be a planet for me to live on? Am I going to be shot? Am I going to be bullied? Am I going to be harassed at school? Am I going to be able to get a job? Am I going to be able to go to school? My kids didn't have to worry about any of that. And mental health people say the very best way to overcome that is to be able to be empowered. And so our ambassador program is giving them that opportunity.
We have a program called Intended as well. It's for young adults aging out of foster care.
Oh,
Right away.
yes.
We
need to talk.
Absolutely, yeah. Yes, because they can be purposeful right away. They can be focused on
well, part of what we're doing is we're providing Toastmasters, leadership training. I'm partnering with other nonprofits to provide. One of them is a foster. Anyway, so we're partnering with all of them, so we can educate the kids. The kids become community leaders. And us adults can learn from them.
That's so wonderful. That's like my Silver Heroes program, where we certify them as mentors for each other.
Oh, that's incredible. Yeah.
So they're certified mentors by the time they're 22 years old.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
What's the name of your company?
Okay, it's called BePreparedBeReady.org.
BePreparedBeReady.org. nonprofit.
Yes. And a new nonprofit we just launched 3 weeks ago. We are looking for volunteers. We're looking for sponsors and other nonprofits that work with young people so that we can partner together to provide whatever services are out there and make it a coalition.
Absolutely, that's wonderful. I love it. So, what made you launch this? Be prepared.
Well, I was a FEMA inspector and trainer for 7 years. I
Say
did
that
a
again.
FEMA and trainer in FEMA, Federal Management Agency.
Yes.
And I did that for over 7 years. I did 50 disasters myself and trained thousands of inspectors. I know firsthand what happened after disasters. After the cameras are gone, the communities, the businesses, the families, particularly the kids. 50% of kids that go through a disaster end up with PTSD. Speaking at the National Natural Disaster Expo, and a woman walked up to me and she said, "You need to be a nonprofit because it's for profit, and you need to work with kids." I went back to my booth and I started saying, "I applied for my 501c3 and I want to protect kids." And the conversation went from them thinking I'm selling them something to saying, "How can I help and how can I be involved?" And that was 2022.
Wow, that's very exciting. But the inspiration to me is I'm going to launch this program. I'm so glad to meet you and talk with you.
Yeah, definitely.
So 7 years with FEMA. What were you doing prior to that?
Oh, well, prior to that, I was in corporate world. I had 2 companies that I helped found. And then after my husband passed away in 2011, and I wrote my first book. I've got 8. My first book was called Crystalline Moments. Because my time was just trying to be able to help other people through the grief and stuff. And since then, I've done retreats internationally. I've had Ignite Your Life in Business. And it's all about community leadership.
That's fantastic. I love it. I really look forward to talking with you more. And I'm so glad you got on our show today, the Art Connections Radio live podcast here at the Businesses with Heart Expo. How much more can you say that a business like this is not a business with heart, right? What's it called again?
Be prepared, be ready.
Be prepared, be ready.
.org. Yes, and you can reach me on there.
And this is Connie.
CONIME.
Connie Myers. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. I look forward to chatting with you more.
Oh, definitely.
Shoot me a text with your full name.
Okay.
Oh, awesome. Wonderful. So we are still here at the Sahara West Library, everyone. So come on down. Sahara West Library, where we're having the Businesses with Heart Expo. And my next guest is Darlene Amaceda.
Yes.
Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Amaceda.
Very good.
I'm a gringa, so it doesn't come out any old way. You never know. So Darlene, tell us what is the name of your
Well, right now it's Vegas Fine Pens and Gifts, but I'm going through a rebrand, so the new name is going to be called Right Click.
Right Click?
Yeah, so WRITECLIQUE.
That's very, very cute.
I sell fine pens, stationery, and unique novelty gifts. So I happen to have some of my pens with me today.
Let's show them all off.
So
They're
that's
beautiful. I have a pen
Schaefer
fetish.
set.
It's a what?
Schaefer.
Pen set. Isn't that beautiful? I have a pen fetish. So my hands are magnetic. Make sure you have your pens when you leave. I have a thing for pens.
The Waterman.
My mouth is watering, literally.
Yeah, right.
That's so beautiful. This is a Waterman.
Yeah. It's
What beautiful gifts, too. Christmas is right around the corner. This is a great idea.
Here's another.
Right
nice one.
Click. That's a
Here's
wonderful
an
name.
Aurora made in Italy.
Oh, an Italian pen. Aurora. Aren't these beautiful? So how long have you been in business?
5 years.
5 years. And
In November. Yeah.
in November. Well, that's right around the corner.
Yeah.
What made you get started in the pen and stationery business?
Well, I've always loved writing by hand. I mean, I don't look that old, but I come from the Black generation that had an analog childhood, so I'm a millennial. So that's a mix between Gen X and millennial. So I had half of my life is analog, and now it's digital. So I'm just bringing back the fine writing
into the 21st century. You know, because there's plenty of people out there who still like to write with a nice pen, especially a nice fountain pen, nice paper. But then I also have some greeting cards and some notebooks that have, you know, some racy humor, some four-letter words. So I think I like to mix the traditional with the untraditional. So some offbeat sense of humor. There's some of my stationery products.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Do you have a card, or are you going to be getting new cards with your new brand?
I'm going to be getting new cards with my new brand.
So do you have a website set up for the new brand yet?
My currently working on the new website. The new website is going to be rightclick.shop. So in the meantime,
Rightclick.shop.
yeah. In the meantime, you can go to VegasPensGifts.com.
VegasPensGifts.com.
That's where you can find all my stuff right now, which is going to be transferred to the new site.
Wonderful. What an incredibly fun business. I personally love to write by hand. I have beautiful handwriting somehow, and it is something that this next generation is missing out on. They really are. And of course, they take first about school because they don't want the kids to read our Constitution. That's the Constitution is in handwriting, and they don't want our kids to read it. I'm not afraid to say truth. But at any rate, it is sad that they've taken person out of schools. It really is.
I agree.
It's a lost art. And I'm of the generation prior to yours, where we actually wrote letters to our grandmother. We wrote letters to our aunts and uncles. We wrote letters. We had pen pals. We actually had pen pals.
I used to have pen pals too when I was a kid. So.
Yeah, it's fun. A lot of fun. Now we have to type our messages.
Yeah,
and
we're have AI do it.
Oh my gosh. Is that, how can that be from your heart? That's why I told somebody, a girlfriend of mine put up notes to her daughter and notes to my daughter who's a restaurant. And they said, no, they know it's not from your heart. Right. If it's not from your heart, people will really read it. You know? So you got to make sure you tweak them if you use AI. Make sure it resembles your heart. Right? We're so attached to these things. We've gotten so tethered to having to do everything like this. Double dog dare our viewers to take 5 minutes and write a letter to somebody. And you see how peaceful it is too, how calming, it's almost therapeutic.
Oh yeah, very much so. Yeah, because your brain is a muscle. You gotta exercise it like any other muscle in your body, especially your brain. You know? You have to keep those creative juices flowing. Also, you have to write things down because technology fails. It fails all the time. So you have to write it down to keep track of it. You'll write it down, otherwise you'll forget it. Like I still live by that motto.
I love writing. And I keep little notes. I'll have everything in my calendar, but I'll also do daily lists as well. So there's planning, and then there's monthly planning, and there's daily planning, and then there's the night before planning. So are you a list person?
Yeah, I am. I am a list person.
I love making my list. Even when I go away, if I go away for a week, I make a list. So tell me, you said you have some wonderful books. You have some things that you have written yourself.
I haven't written books per se, but I am a screenwriter because that's my other thing is being an indie filmmaker. And that's my business, which is Lucky Bucks Productions.
Lucky Bucks Productions.
Yeah.
I thought you said you had books that have racy
greeting cards, but I have Knock Knock is probably my #1 stationery brand. They're out of LA and they make notepads that say WTF is the plan,
what's the feeling?
Shit show. If I can first one say. Offensive Delightful, they're out of LA too,
So they're greeting cards?
She creates greeting cards out of retro art and stuff.
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
Words on those.
So once again, tell everybody what your website is now,
Okay.
and then also the new name.
Okay, it's VegasPensGifts.com. That's the current website.
VegasPensGifts.com.
Yep, and then the future website will be rightclick.shop.
Right, as in WRIT. Click as in CLIQU. That's very cute, very cute. So make sure but in time for Christmas, they're going to still probably be using the older website.
I expect to have it up by the holidays, if not by the beginning of the year.
wonderful gift items. I highly recommend that you take a look at her Vegas Pens Vegas. I'm so sorry, I don't want to mess it up. The website again.
VegasPensGifts.com.
Oh, I did have it right. VegasPensGifts.com. VegasPensGifts.com. I want my birthday's right before Christmas. You have to give me pens for Christmas and my birthday.
Right?
Those are beautiful. Thank you so much for being here, Darlene.
Thank you.
Please let me know if I can help you today.
Sure.
I do public speaking and I'm a health minister. Health for your business, health for your mind and body, for your skin.
All right. Thank you so much. It was a
Yes,
pleasure.
you too. I'm looking forward to seeing more about your reading cards. I like fun reading cards. I like raising.
Sure. Yeah, and I'll be posting the holiday cards up pretty soon. So.
Oh, there we go. Yay. Okay, so we are here at the Sahara West Library, still at the Businesses with Heart Expo. We are PR Connections Radio Podcast Live. Christine Bullard, Alpha 2 Realty. I happen to know Christine for many, many years through friendships and 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 we get to run into each other regularly now here at these expos. Yeah. So tell us about Alpha 2 Realty, Christine.
We're a boutique residential firm. We do sales, buyers, sellers, and property management. I have a boutique property management account of about 45 doors. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Is that apartments or?
No, they're all houses, individually owned, separate owners, most of them.
Wow. And are they generally out-of-state owners? Or
Yes.
How do they find you to make
they've all been referrals.
Oh,
Referrals. Referrals.
You have to be pretty community-minded to get those kind of referrals.
Exactly. Yes.
How long have you been in business?
I've been broker owner for 23 years.
That's quite a while. So it must be doing you pretty good.
Yes.
You stuck with.
I have. Been through the ups and the downs.
Right.
Sure.
Right. So how did you get connected to
Through Carol Wasowski.
Carol Wasowski?
Yes, I was in Toastmasters. And it was with the telephone company with Carol Wasowski, and my mom worked at Snetto with her.
Oh,
so
wow.
I was in Toastmasters.
Wow, that's exciting. I think we have visitors over there. Sparklers. Those are sparklers. Those pass by. Hello, sparklers. You'll have to come check.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but Christine, so tell me, what is your biggest challenge, and what is your biggest call to action right now?
My biggest challenge, well, we've gotten through the summer, and in property management, vacancies, those are all now filled. And then my next biggest challenge is buyers waiting for the rates to go down. And while they're waiting, houses are still being sold, buyers are buying, and there you go.
They get a little disappointed that what they wanted is gone.
Right, or they are just putting the brakes on, thinking, that something better will come along, and it may. We do have an increase of inventory right now, which is great. There's a lot more things sitting on the market longer. So that's my challenge, is people are really not ready to get on the fence, even though last week they did do a rate reduction of the Fed rate. So
Federal rates go down. It's a good time to get off the fence.
Get off the fence. And you want to buy.
Right. So I'm very curious how the name for you.
Okay. I took over my mother-in-law's company, and it was her second career. So it was second beginning, and that's why they named it that. Second beginning.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, and then for a while, I considered changing the name, and just go with it.
Yeah, it's working. It's working.
Yeah.
People know you're getting the referral. Hey, you're getting the referral. That's all. That's what matters.
Because really, a name is a name. And your
Well, it has
reputation is your reputation.
Well, the name is a name, yes, but the name is a name that has significance.
Correct.
And it has significance coming from your mother. So if you had a wonderful
stuff.
Yeah, I think it's very honoring of you to come in, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very honoring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take it mom's not.
No, she's not.
She's been gone for a while.
Yeah.
So it's very honoring.
Oh.
I love that. You know, my baby girl.
Oh, wow. How old is she now?
She's 32.
Big girl, 30.
Yeah, she's still my baby. They're still all my babies. My baby girl. Yeah, she's a real. She's having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's really cool to watch her actually do deals with her friends that she's gone to high school with.
Right.
That is so fun to watch. So the biggest challenge is people on the fence waiting for the race to go down. So what tell our audience, tell viewers what your biggest call to action is right now.
If you have a need, now is the time to start exploring it. If the house doesn't meet needs anymore, then let's start looking at the single stories and sell the two story. If it's time to downsize or you're retiring, there's lots of opportunities out there right now. Inventory is about double past year, and so those have been most of my clients are people that have been hanging on to their low rates because they didn't want to lose their low rate, and their mortgage is at a low rate. But if it's not meeting your needs anymore, it's start looking. Let's get your feet wet.
Take some sort of action. At least put one foot in front of the other.
Yep.
Alpha 2 Realty. This is Christine. Make sure you give her a call if you need to buy or sell. So I'm so glad we got to see each other again. We'll have to do something other than this expo with Lisa. Yes, I miss Lisa so much.
Yeah, she's busy.
We're friends. We have a mutual friend, Lisa. We miss you terribly, Lisa. It's time to get together. Thank you, Christine. And we are PR Connections Radio live here at Businesses with Heart Expo at the Sahara West Library. And we have James Pasudik, to talk to you next. I'm so sorry for stumbling over that.
Okay.
People stumble over my last name too. How are you doing?
Great. How are you?
Good to see you.
You too.
So tell our viewers what the name of your company is and what it is that you do.
It's James Pasudik Communications, and I do copywriting and educational training. And right now, I'm doing a podcast. I started a podcast back in June on PR Connections Radio called JP's Teachers Lounge.
JP's Teachers Lounge. I
That's
love
right.
that. You know, I'm PJ, right?
PJ?
I'm
Oh,
PJ. Pure joy.
Pure Joy?
Yeah.
And actually, the name was suggested by Dana via someone. Cheyenne, yeah, it was great. So we'll talk about educational issues, and right now I do a monthly podcast, and so far it's just been myself. Next month I'm going to have my first guest, so I'm excited.
I started a coalition for education, helping our pupils excel. Yes, and my goal is to make sure that all of the community knows that they have other options in the tax profession.
Yes,
Yes,
for sure.
We find the education savings accounts push through. This will be funded within this year. Does that affect anything that you do?
Well,
You're marketing your materials into schools.
No. Right now I'm just I do a little bit of copywriting, and then I do the podcast, and I'm working to become an educational trainer to go and write books about education and train schools. That's what I'm trying to do.
Sorry about that. I got
Okay.
two on my phone. It's all the wrong way.
It's the rain. It's the rain. It's a lot of, yeah.
Well, I am overcoming goiters on my thyroid. So sometimes it just cough. Okay. All right. Oh, so sorry about that, everybody. Making sure you're. So, James, tell us So you're writing materials to get ready to teach the material yourself. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell us, what kind of subjects do you teach on?
Well, right now, I'm teaching English in high school, but I'm looking to become an advocate for education and trying to change education, making it better, making improvements, and kind of like what you were saying, the educational savings accounts. It doesn't. The tax money should follow the student. We're fighting a monopoly of the public school system.
Failing.
Right, right, exactly. And even though there's a lot of great teachers, a lot of great things happening, but ultimately, yeah, it's a failing system, and they keep getting money every year for. It's like no, you have to compete. I'm sorry, you have to compete in the market.
Yes, fair market. Fair
Yeah.
market. Absolutely should be merit-based teachers, merit-based programs, and merit-based schools.
Unfortunately, some people will look at that and interpret that as like as as racism or something kind of like that nonsense. But no, it needs to be you're right merit based. But at the same time, people have different learning skills, learning strategies. I subscribe to Howard Gardner's. It's not how smart you are. It's how are you smart.
Right.
We're all smart in different ways, which means we're all, do I say, less smart in certain ways. For, for example, the people like we grew up with, who we admired, singers, songwriters, athletes, who do great things. They know how to make music. They know how to do these things. But they have people that are telling them when to eat, when to go to the bathroom, when to go to sleep. Well, of course, they can afford people, but to do that. But at the same time, they're real smart in some ways, and then not very smart in others. So we all learn in different ways. And I try to tell my students, look, okay, so English is not your thing, but you're good at this or you're good at that. So do your best, but develop your skill set and follow what you feel is right to do.
So what is a good call to action for your business that you'd like to tell our viewers?
Well, my motto is delivering Jason Suits Communications, delivering your big idea. Most for copywriting. I love writing. I love helping businesses to help get their word out, get their products out, their services out. And in terms of the education side, I want to reach out to people, even if people who disagree with me. I want to reach out to people, go to schools, help schools become a comfortable, a safe learning space where we have true diversity.
Where people are actually getting the proper education that they need for their learning style, for their learning type.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for being with us today, James.
Thank you.
And please tell everybody how to get in touch with you.
www.jamespursuitedcommunications.com. I'm also on Facebook and LinkedIn.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for being here. And thank you for
Thank
being
you.
an educator.
Thank
We
you.
need our educators. They're very important. Very, very important. We're taking a break now to hear from one of our sponsors. Again, we are PR Connections Radio, and we are here live doing a podcast at the Sahara Library for the Businesses with Heart Expo. Come on, right back.
This episode of the PR Connections podcast is brought to you by Classy Communications PR and Advertising. Classy Communications provides public relations and marketing solutions for businesses, professionals, and nonprofit organizations. They can deliver the true meaning of your business with press releases, social media marketing, web development, email marketing, book publishing, and much more. Wherever your potential clients are, they can help you connect with them. Visit classycommunications.net to learn more about their suite of services that can help your business stand out from the rest. Classy Communications is your solution for business success.
Should I start her over again? Or
Yes, we're back. We're live
oh,
again.
we're back. We're live here with my guest, who is telling us about her amazing organization. We're going to want you to miss anything. Tell us your name and your business and a brief description of what you do.
Well, greetings, everyone. My name is Jessica Parker, and I currently serve as the Vice President on the board of Sahara West Organization. We serve military, we serve veterans, their families, we serve disadvantaged individuals who are underrepresented in tech. We provide training open to the public, so it's not just for those individuals. However, who can qualify for scholarships, they can get that training subsidized for free. That's part of the nonprofit service training. TIA Plus, TIA Networking Plus. We've got Cisco training, Cisco networking. Just completed a project management training. We're super excited to be launching Crucial Conversations for Mastering Dialogue in January.
Say that one again.
Crucial Conversations for Mastering Dialogue.
Crucial Conversations for Mastering Dialogue. That sounds like a very fascinating class. What's the core essence of that class?
It's based on the award for Crucial Conversations. It's been around for more than 20 years. It's a course actually I took about 20 years ago in the show. It provides skills that help you have those really tough conversations more effectively. One of the things that the core concept in teaching is to master our stories.
Master our stories. Sure.
Like somebody's late to pick up at the airport, and you've been at the airport 2 hours, and you're tired, and you're just mad because they're late, right? Well, why are you really mad? Are you mad because they're late, or are you mad because you told yourself why they were late? Well, the reason is because in your head, like, they screwed up, they didn't plan, they didn't do what they were supposed to do, this person let me down again. And if you start the conversation with that understanding in your head, it's not going to go well for you for them. And what might actually happen is they got an emergency phone call that they had to go into the hospital and they were just shaken.
Right.
And
We don't really know.
process it.
Yeah.
And if you start out by being because of why you think they were late,
Right.
instead of taking the time to find out first what happened.
Right. Right. Yeah. Unmet expectations are the quickest way to disappointment.
And it's frustrating for everyone.
Yeah.
It might have been something completely heart-wrenching, and how bad would you feel that this happened to them? Instead of supporting them in their time of need, you got mad at them for being late as a result of this need that was unplanned and unexpected.
Right. So it's about how to reorganize your perception of what's happening so that you can stay joyful, so that you can stay diplomatic relationships. Does that sound about right?
It helps you with all kinds of conversations, and that's just one of the skills that tools to navigate those challenging conversations, so you can get the right information for the right conversation.
That's wonderful. You can be more responsive instead of reactionary, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Our emotions get invested.
Yes. Yes.
Sometimes we get frustrated, we get angry, and guess what happens when we're angry? We're not thinking our best.
Right. Right. That's wonderful. Sounds like you have some incredible trainings for the community.
We do.
So tell everybody, it's open for everybody. Yeah, I love that. I would like to, I'm going to look into it myself. It might be something I could do.
Posted by November on the website.
What's the website? Tell our viewers.
C like in cat, Y, R like in rubber, OOT like in tickle, academy.org. So Cyroot Academy.
Cyroot Academy.
So we kind of have that CY from cyber, root, okay, that's the foundation, and then of course the academy, all putting it together. CyrootAcademy.org, that's where our courses are listed. One of the things that we do is we price all of our courses at half of the market rate. So effectively, any of the courses you're taking are going to be less through us than through other providers.
That's fantastic. So I thank you so much for being Jessica Parks, my number 2 friend now that I have named Jessica Parks. I have 2 friends now. same name.
Jessica Parker's just too common.
Jessica Park. Yeah, Jessica Park. Actually, I messed that up. Parker. That's right. Her name is just Parks. I just thought of that. But at any rate, I'm so glad I got to meet you, Jessica Parker, with Root Academy. So look at the website, cyrootacademy.org, and see what kind of trainings, what kind of classes can propel your life forward. I'm sure there's something we can all learn, right?
Yes, absolutely. And we're continually adding. We're taking registrations for October classes now. We'll continue to add as we go forward.
Wonderful. We can all learn a little something. I love learning. I used to tell my daughters, if you're not learning and growing, you're dying.
Exactly.
So, yes, we got to be learning and growing. And what a great way. Root Academy. Thank you so much again. I'm so glad you're here. And we are PR Connections Radio podcast here live at the Businesses with Heart Expo. And we are interviewing intriguing people doing intriguing things. My next guest is Patty Dalton. I'm a Patty also. People don't generally know that. I am PJ, your host. And Patty, I'm so glad to meet you now. Tell us about you're with Opportunity Village, correct? Tell us what's exciting with Opportunity Village these days, and what call to action you have for our viewers.
Well, as you know, tomorrow is October 1st, and we have Halloween coming up at the end of October. So on Friday, we are opening the doors of our Halloween Magical Forest. So make sure you stop by, and then obviously that's followed by the Magical Forest that opens Friday after Thanksgiving. And then we are gearing up for the annual Santa Run, which is the first Saturday of the month in December. Remember? Oh my God!
Like, where are we?
Know it is January 1st, 2026.
Oh my gosh!
Right now we're in the height of event season.
Yes.
It's our signature event, but the magic happens all year long.
Right.
So this past Monday, not yesterday, the Monday before, we just launched OV Art Store. So everybody out there, go out and check
www.ovartstore.com.
Check out our artists, because a lot of our participants, those that we serve, love art. They love art, they love music.
It's wonderful.
And they create the most beautiful art.
Tell our viewers about the new heart that's actually on license plates now by one of the participants.
You can go to the DMV and you can get
it's like, it looks like a patchwork, colorful, like rainbow heart patchwork.
And we just, using that, it was very successful. We put it on a hat and we mailed it out. We launched the OV Art Store. We mailed it out to all influencers and the people in Las Vegas and around the world to give it a boost, right?
Yeah.
Hey, wear the hat, support OV and our Boyd casino. Here you go. We'll donate, $100 for everybody that shows that hat. So that was awesome. Up to $1,000.
Wow! I want a hat.
www.ovr.store.
Yes. Yes. It is really cute. Yeah.
So you get red, you get white.
So other than hats, what kind of things are the participants what do you call the people that you help train?
They are
clients. Intellectual disabilities. Do you call them your clients? Your participants? Okay, participants.
Through being part of the program, the art program, working in our kitting division and the employee research center where they're getting unemployment. Our goal is to help people find employment and have meaning with them. So
be out and be social. Yes.
We even have Betty's Village.
It's absolutely wonderful. What's Betty's Village?
Betty's Village opened a few years ago right behind the Buffalo campus on Aquando in the Southwest. And that is a living complex, place with individual homes and apartments geared towards those with intellectual disabilities. So it's called Betty's Village. And we just broke ground and we're in the process of building Betty's Village 2 in North Las Vegas, right over by the Costco.
Wow, that's exciting.
All the apartments, they get to have their own clubhouse, they get to have their own community. They
have a sense of
independence. And community.
Yeah.
There's some in the spring and the fall, even right now, you'll go down, the weather's getting cold. the sun's starting to set, you'll see they come out on their porches and they get together and they have events. They walk around the community. They
Live full lives.
live in full lives.
That's wonderful. That's so wonderful. So, anybody you know of that has an intellectual disabilities, intellectual, don't want to say it 3 times fast. It comes out funky. They might need to just get some training. There's skill sets that they can learn that will absolutely propel their lives, right? So tell us about some of the trainings that your participants get to help with in the community business.
We have a program, and of course, that is not my full astute of knowledge, but we have a programs division that works with the participants and partner with different organizations throughout Southern Nevada. And some of our participants will work in places like Freddy's hamburger place, or Starbucks, or they don't need that one-on-one, support, so they get to go out in the community.
Right.
Everybody is evaluating what they want to do and what they want to do. So we have participants that work in Starbucks and Albertson and Freddy's, so or within Opportunity Village.
But there's also like packaging and
assembly, there's paper shredding,
culinary services, printing.
Yep.
And they make a lot of course, the artwork. They make pins. You can put your business on a pin and help these participants have work. So Opportunity Village, they have custodial jobs. They have a retail store. There's so many ways that you can get the thrift store. Yes, get involved, support, participate, and make sure you come on out. They're always exciting and opportunity, magical for us. I've been going since my girls were little. I absolutely love it. I still have my gingerbread and man and gingerbread woman earrings that I've had since my girls were little from Magical Forest. Yes. So thank you so much, Patty, for being on the show. And we are here at prconnectionsradio.com for our podcast live. And we are at the Businesses with Heart Expo right here at our Sahara West Library. We've got another guest coming, Sid Maestro. Maestre? Sid, Maestri, like face. Awesome. I love that. Thank you for joining us on PR Connections Radio Podcast live here at the Businesses with Heart. So do you have a business with heart, Sid? A business with heart.
I certainly do.
Tell our viewers what your business is and how you serve and what your biggest call to action for the community is.
I'm an associate in the field, and we provide what's called legal insurance. We have a team of attorneys, 24 hours in any state in the United States, Canada. We get stopped in the middle of the night by a policeman. We have a card. Call the number and get your attorney on the phone into the policeman. Read it and let you go. I have a story about that. One of our clients told a story that his son, college age, with 3 of his friends, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, they get pulled over, and he's found the seat, driver's seat. So now they're going to take them all in. And the client signed his little card, called the number on the back. The attorney said, "Policeman needs to talk to me." Gave the phone to the policeman. For a few minutes, handed the phone back and says, "You're free to go." He said, "What about my friends? I didn't talk to them." So we're very, very key thing that people are really concerned about. All the things we can help with we're getting these steps. And we have a special identity skills program that family can have. All the kids are covered up to age 26. That's our most, I'm talking to
Yes,
you.
either way, it's for the viewers, so that's wonderful. You're good at. A lot of people don't realize you're talking to the camera. It's all about you, the viewers. It's great.
If you have a pencil there, can I give them my website?
Sure, please do.
My website's a little long, but I'll say it slowly. It's my name, Sid, initial A, Sydney May Street, NAESTRE. Legal Shield, Shield, associate.com. There you'll see me. Give me a call. Text me. Get all the information that you need. We have a good conversation and see if I can help you.
Wonderful.
You get a free bill if you don't have a will. If you're leasing an apartment or a house, we review all your paperwork before you sign it.
There's free document review, free demand letters. They help in a lot of ways.
The demand is, if you think that you've got a bill that's not fair, just call our office. We have a team of attorneys here in Las Vegas, California. They have two groups of northern and southern. With a large number of attorneys, someone's on call 24/7. Answer your questions, get your help.
Wonderful. Yeah. Legal Shield is like having an entire law firm of lawyers that do all sorts of different things on call, on site for you at pennies on the dollar of what it would cost you to get. You get free consultations, you get free demand letters, you get free all sorts of. And the Legal Shield is a wonderful. I have Legal Shield myself, and I yes, I really do believe in it. I believe that we all need it. I really think that Identity Shield is important. So make sure you get in touch with Sid and or somebody you know that does do Legal Shield and get on it yourself. There's over 100 reasons, 100 ways that they can help you. 101 ways. We have a sheet actually. 101 ways that Legal Shield attorneys can help you. And there might be something that you need help with that you didn't think you could get help with. So make sure you check it out and get in touch with Sid. So thank you.
702-400-1676. Again, 702-400-1676.
1676. Was that a good year? 1676. Now we got it in our memory, hopefully. Thank you so much for being here, Sid. Enjoy your evening. I am PJ, Pure Joy Belanger, and I can be reached at PJ at purejoy.live. PJ at purejoy.live. And I'm here at our PR Connections podcast live at our West Sahara Library, and we are having the Businesses with Heart Expo. So please tune in for our sponsors announcement now and come right back.
This podcast is brought to you by Envision U. Envision U has discovered how to impact spirit, body, and soul with spray technology in just 30 seconds. With Envision U, you can achieve optimal health and start living the life you have always dreamed of. Use the promo code envisionu.com/VernDix to take control of your health naturally.
Welcome back to PR Connections podcast live here at the Businesses with Heart Expo. We're at the Sahara West Library, and my next guest, her name is Jody Lynn. We're going to hear all about how she serves in the community and what her nonprofit is all about. Tell us, Jody. Thanks for coming. I'm Pure Joy Belanger.
I volunteer with Guy with the Businesses with Heart. I've known Guy for years. I've done the Businesses with Heart since 2016. So I've been with them
almost
for quite
10 years. Yeah.
I've been with them for quite some time. I've helped out. I do a lot of different things.
What's your favorite thing to do for PR cause marketing?
Yeah, or PR Connections.
PR Connections, cause marketing.
Yeah, it hasn't been cause marketing except for 4 or 5 years. But prior to that, I've done upfront to register. Today I'm walking around, I'm doing a 50
yes, the raffle.
And to get a free $100 dollars worth of dinner at the restaurant over on the strip.
Mm.
Really good.
Which restaurant was that? Do you remember the name?
Not right offhand.
Oh, but we're giving away dinner. They're giving away dinner.
Yeah, it's a good dinner. It's $150. We're not. You want to be. And so I've done that. I helped set up. I helped design the rooms. I've done a lot of different things for guys.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. So it keeps you busy, huh?
He does. Yeah, he keeps me busy when I help volunteer with it.
That's what this Businesses with Heart Expo is over with this evening. What's your next project you're going to be focused on?
I am in the process of doing many different things. I don't have one thing.
Right.
I don't have a job, a business of my own, but I would like to start one of the small craft things that I do a lot of crafts.
Wonderful.
And helping other people. I will be a 21-year breast cancer survivor in December.
Praise God.
So I
Hallelujah.
do a lot of different things. I want to get started. I do work at the retail store here in the Valley. I've been at for 2 years now.
Which retail store is that? Yes.
I've been with Walmart for 2 years.
Yes.
And I also have an severely autistic granddaughter.
Oh.
She's severely mentally disabled, non-verbal, which is starting to talk. So I wanted to get more into that arena also to help out.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, there's a lot of wonderful things that are really helping
yes.
Autistic children now. You know, the Avicen that Junko has is a really big help.
Yeah.
Yes, the oxygenation therapies and gut therapies. Yeah, it's wonderful. I have a niece and nephew that are autistic myself as well. And I'm a nutritionist by trade. So I've done a lot of research on how to help those kind of kids. Yeah.
But I'm constantly busy doing something.
Yeah.
I've never
Your owl is adorable. So
My
cute.
owl was done by the Ink Master writing, done by Ink Master.
Wow. My daughter probably know what that means.
Yeah. Sausage
Oh.
from Ink Master.
Oh, interesting. Oh, wow.
He's the one that he did this one for me.
That's adorable. That's cute.
My daughter paid for it after her father passed away.
Oh.
So he paid for this one. I've had this one for a while. It was my very first one.
Wow. So did you get more after that? Butterfly, look at. I'm a butterfly princess myself. I love butterflies.
It's got my survivor date in it.
Oh, wow.
12/22.
12/22. Wow. I have a grandson that's due that day.
And my
I'm hoping my birthday's the 15th.
Mine's the 27th.
Oh my goodness!
So I have
Wow.
2 birthdays in December.
Oh wow, that's so
And I
many
do
fun in
with the
December.
American Cancer Society.
Yes.
I've done a lot with them. So
Yeah.
I'm constantly busy.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, what would you tell our viewers? What's your main message for our viewers today?
To help the nonprofits out, donate whatever you can. I am hoping to be able to go out to the stores at Christmas time for Opportunity Village to help out.
Yes,
I've done it before with guys.
I've done it before 2 years
And as
ago.
long as it's not freezing cold, I can go out with them again.
Yeah. So you might have to wear layers, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to see families out celebrating together. The scenery is so beautiful. It is absolutely incredible.
But yeah, just get out and help others. Spread the good news. Be happy. Don't have your frown upside down. Turn it right side up.
Yes. Because joy is our super strength, our supernatural strength. Absolutely. I teach joy as a superpower myself.
Yes.
So,
Believe in yourself.
yes, you have to have confidence that your story is someone else's survival guide.
Exactly.
Because you never know. So yes, we've got to lead with our heart, not our hurts.
Exactly.
Not our hurts, but from our heart. So thank you so much. So you're here basically representing cause marketing, but you also help with Opportunity Village as well. What other main organization? Toastmasters.
I've been in Toastmasters since 2014, where I met Guy at.
Yeah, wonderful.
Right now I belong to 3 clubs. I'm getting ready to join the 4th.
Wow.
So it's nice because I've got friends that help me out through. It's where I've met Dana and her husband. They're my brother and sister for
Yeah.
I have no family. I call her mom, my mom.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful.
So
Very
fun.
sweet.
Guy's like a brother to me.
Yes,
That's why
absolutely.
we joked earlier when nobody was buying
Yes.
food.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I'll buy a ticket, go out to eat. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to take me with you, right? So we just made a game out of it.
Yes.
Started to buy them.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah,
So everybody, this is Jody Lynn. Again, she's basically a professional volunteer, although she does have she has her own part-time job, but her heart is with the Businesses with Heart of the nonprofit. And a lot of you are meant to be the same, serving in the community in the same capacity. So if you need to be volunteering, look into what organizations that are doing things that burn on your heart and find ways to give, to serve, because that's how our collaborate for a better future for our next generations. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jody. It was great to meet you. And we are Connections. We are the radio podcast live here at Businesses with Heart. And we are on West Sahara, at the West Sahara Library right now. And my next guest is coming up in just a minute. But if you want to make sure you get to see this, the interviews that we've done today, make sure you go to prconnectionsradio.com and all of our other social media spots. So our last guest for tonight is Christina Bryce with our very own Classy Communications. So thank you. Hi there, Christina.
How are you?
It's so great to have you back again and get to work again, right? Together. Yes. So you're here with the Businesses with Heart Expo once again, Classy Communications, which is what PR Connections is part of as well, right?
Yeah.
So give us an overview of your position with the company.
So with Classic Communications, we are a full marketing and PR firm here in Las Vegas, Nevada. My personal role in the company, I handle clients. So I'm the one that's doing your email marketing. I'm doing your text marketing. I'm helping build your website. Get your name out there. Try to get you on TV. Really kind of
Wonderful. I need your help. Yes.
So I'm the behind the scenes person that's making all the phone calls.
Wonderful, wonderful. So what's your biggest challenge and what's your biggest call to action for our viewers right now?
So the biggest challenge I'm currently running into is finding the contact information for bigger outlets, like Associated Press and things of that nature. A lot of the places that I go to, you have to pay $150 to submit a press release. And when you're dealing with a lot of smaller companies, they don't have that $150 to
Absolutely.
to
They're just getting started, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So finding ways around that, getting connected with people is definitely going to be like my biggest call to action. Someone who works in those industries or
Can you think of the name of somebody that you've been really trying to figure out how to reach? Ask our viewers if they can help you, the specific person that you need to be connected with.
I'm not totally sure about one person. I know.
Is there a key person that role in the community that is a big help to you?
In the community, it's just people who work at the news station. People who have connections to the news desk.
Interesting.
That kind of thing. So people that I can call on and people that, can take something from me. If I have something to offer, I'm absolutely open to.
Collaboration is our thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. So, pretty much anyone in the industry, I'm kind of trying to work towards that.
Great.
I am still new. So.
Yes, relationship building is vital, especially in a community like Las Vegas. We're a little bowl. We're literally a bowl. No matter how many people move here, we will always be a small town. And my motto is, if people are willing to network and come out and be eyeball to eyeball and face to face, then those are the people you can trust. That's my motto. So I've been a proponent of networking, a master networker for many, many years myself. So we want to network you. We want to network Classy Communications with organizations that are connected to the news desks. Who else would you like to be connected to?
I would really like to be connected to people in the city who want to get their word out about their business, but don't necessarily have the monetary element of it. I want to, help that company grow. We can barter services. We can talk about different things, and we can get other things on the book other than just paper money.
Right.
So,
Right. There's ways to work together. I love that. Here, please take my card. We absolutely need to connect after this. Yes. There's things to get done. There's things to get done. Absolutely. So how long have you been working with Classic Communications, Christina?
so I actually interned with Heart Connections Radio last year.
Oh, you were an intern when I met you then.
Yeah, I was a reporter for the show, and I was an intern, and I was doing Inside the Music, so I have a podcast on the network as well. We had to take a bit of a hiatus with it, but I've officially been working with Classic Communication 1 year as of September 1st.
Wow, how exciting! Yay! We'll have to give her a round of applause for sure. What is your call to action to our viewers tonight?
I would just say, if you need help, call me.
How do they get in touch with you?
You can email me at Tina, Tina, at classiccommunications.net. That'll be the easiest way to get in contact with me. You can always visit our website, classiccommunications.net, and reach out there.
ClassicCommunications.net.
Yeah.
So do you need PR work? Do you need some marketing? Do you need some help getting your brand out there? You'll want to get in touch with Christina, or AKA Tina. And we made sure that her website is in the notes for you as well also. So we're here at Businesses with Heart Expo, and we want to say thank you, Christina, for being with us. It was so great to hear about what you're up to. Thank you. So we have one more last guest, and that would be our one and only wonderful realtor, Ethics Realty, Davin Sundbeck. I'm so glad to get to see you.
I was just bragging about your public speaking skills.
You were not.
Yes, that's why I was interrupting your last guest.
He did try to walk in. I don't know if you guys saw him. He was trying to get right in there.
Appreciate the picture, PJ,
Yeah, there goes details. So tell me, Davin, I think you have a new name for your real estate company.
I do, yeah. We just rebranded from Sundbeck Realty. So if you're familiar with me as Sundbeck Realty, now it's Davin Sundbeck with Ethics Realty.
Ethics Realty. Wow. What made you change the name and the branding?
The goal was I wanted to veer away from a name brand, because that's what every real estate company does. They name themselves after their name, right? Keller Williams, right? Comes to mind. Some of these other big brands.
My other friends too. Now I think about Hold'em and Realty, and they do.
Nothing wrong with that business model, but I realized that you can accidentally create such a cult of personality that your business is so dependent on you. People don't want to work with the agents that work for your brand, right?
Oh, interesting.
And so what I realized is, what is the brand that's going to attract the agents that I want to work with me, right? And also the customers that are going to want to work with my agents. And I thought about my Christian values, and we went over quite a few different names. And fortunately or unfortunately, there's a lot of Christian branding out there.
Yeah.
And I stumbled upon the word ethics one day, and I thought, does any Christian brand, real estate or not, have that in the Las Vegas Valley? Nobody did.
Nobody. For nothing.
For nothing. Not in Las Vegas
I'm
Valley.
gonna steal it. I gotta use it for something. No, I'm kidding.
But there's some other states where there's some other small companies with the word ethics in it, but nothing in the Las Vegas Valley. And I figured, you know what? What a better way to just represent
I love
the company that I want to build.
Yeah, I love it. Because ethics is something that is kind of waning in our culture. It's something that we don't find, even in a lot of our leadership, legislative leaders, business leaders.
That's what
rare.
Makes it special. Right?
Very
That's what makes
special.
it in demand, right? It's because it's rare.
Right. How long have you been a realtor?
I have, technically I've been a real estate professional longer than I've been a realtor. I've been an investor for almost 10 years now, 9.5 years. Been a realtor for 7, this will be my 8th year once I renew my license.
How did you decide to go from investing to actually being a realtor? What made you make that decision to get licensed?
Yeah, I had some friends who saw what I was doing in the investment world. It wasn't super exciting. I mean, this was back in 2016, 2017, 2018. We're still recovering from the recession. And they had said, Davin, you're doing pretty well with this. Can you teach us what you're doing? And I was watching these real estate agents make commissions off of my knowledge. And I thought, well, these people know residential real estate. They know how to move a family from one home to another. But they don't really know Airbnb as well, the particular realtors in my market, right? They don't know Airbnb that well. They don't know rent out a room, otherwise known as house hacking. They don't know how
What
to
do you
manage
call it?
house hacking, right?
House hacking.
That's a term. You live in a house and you have extra rooms you're not living in, you rent out those rooms as well.
Yes, yeah. A lot of people are having to do that these days.
And it's funny that you say that. In almost every major country around the world, every developed country, that is the culture. It's the United States that lags behind. We only have two cities, actually I think three, San Francisco, LA, and New York City, who have a roommate culture. Here in Las Vegas, we're like one of the largest cities, not only in the United States, but in the world that doesn't have a roommate culture.
Yeah, that's true. Their community has been more split, and people tend to want to be off on their own and by themselves.
And it's more expensive.
Yeah.
It's more expensive to do that. So if anything, we need a roommate culture now more than ever.
Absolutely.
I was doing that, like I said, almost 10 years ago.
I love community living myself. I have always been a community type person.
It's fun because you got teammates. You know?
And when my kids didn't want me to live with them anymore, I was like so brokenhearted. Like, get rid of mom. They just want to get rid of mom.
Yeah. But then you find your next community. You make new friends, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you build new connections.
Yes.
So once I realized that there was a niche for this, I got my license, and I was selling real estate to college students, which was, in my opinion, the hardest to sell to. So when I transitioned into just standard residential real estate, it was actually easier because I knew all the fundamentals on how to make poor people rich. Keeping rich people and getting them richer is way easier.
Yeah.
Right? So it was a very natural transition for me. And then I kept it about 5 years.
Wonderful. So tell us, what's the biggest challenge you're facing right now, and what's the call to action of yours tonight?
Absolutely. I would say the biggest challenge right now is there's a lot of stagnation in the market due to fear. And, hey, look, fear is the time to buy, not the time to be selling. If you need to sell your property, always list it with somebody who's an expert who gets top dollar. But if you're out there, you're renting, you can afford to purchase, I would purchase before the next wave of inflation. So you can call or just go online, ethicsrealty.net, and look me up, and you can just book me.
So it's ethicsrealty.net. Ethicsrealty.net. Awesome. Is there any other way you'd like people to reach you?
You can meet me on Facebook. I'm most active on Facebook. Just type in Davin Sundvik or Ethics Realty, and I've got a Facebook page.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Davin Sundvik or Ethics Realty. Okay, wonderful. What else do you want to share with our community tonight?
Last thing is we've recently added business brokerage as an area of expertise. And so we've got business brokering experts on our team. And so if you've considered selling a business or you own a business, if you want to prepare it for sale in the next 5 to 10 years, not only do we have a plan to sell your business, but we have a plan to help you get a better valuation in 5 to 10 years if that's what you're looking for. And so again, you can make that same booking at Ethics Realty, and I'll lead you in the right direction.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So I'm so glad that we snuck you in as our last guest, Davin. So which Spark group are you in? He's a Sparkler, by the way.
I am a founder of Spark. And so I am right now a free agent until we're ready to grow.
Yes, I kind of became a free agent too. Our chapter is kind of going into different chapters.
And that's okay. Sometimes, every growth cycle has a pullback. A little bit of consolidation with Spark right now. I think we're ready.
So will you be at the expo on Thursday?
Most likely, yes. And on the little one.
Yes, how is your little one?
She's doing great. She's starting to walk.
I missed her birthday. I was so disappointed that I missed her birthday.
I know. It's all good. But, when the business picks up and I'm in my busy season again, we're going to need more babysitting.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And did you get your little office built out back? Is it finished? Are you working from there now? Oh, that's wonderful. He built his own office on his own property in his house. He gets to work from home around his baby. How many in this new generation really think about being there for their kids while they're building their business? I think that's so incredible, Davin.
Thank you.
I really do. It's such a big deal.
It's a part of a new trend that's going on. So I mentioned house hacking. That was the big thing that was going on in Nevada 10 years ago, becoming popular today. The next is what's called land hacking.
Land
Notice
hacking, yeah.
investors love the word hacking.
What is the word attached to that word? I don't know.
But it's essentially buy a small house with more land than what you need, which is what my family did. And because land is cheap, you can always improve the land later on. So we improved it by
Makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the show with us. We are PR Connections Radio. It's time to close out the live podcast we have here at Businesses with Heart. We've been tonight at the Sahara West Library, and stay tuned for where we will be for our next expo. You will join us. But in the meantime, make sure you're looking up our nonprofits. Make sure you're taking a look at who and where and how you're intended to serve, to volunteer, to give. I love these Businesses with Heart, and we are closing out tonight the Businesses with Heart Expo for PRConnectionsRadio.com. Thank you. I am PJ Purejoy Belanger, and I can be reached at pj@purejoy.live. pj@purejoy.live. Thank you.
This episode of the PR Connections podcast is brought to you by Classy Communications PR and Advertising. Classy Communications provides public relations and marketing solutions for businesses, professionals, and nonprofit organizations. It can deliver the true meaning of your business with press releases, social media marketing, web development, email marketing, book publishing, and much more. Wherever your potential clients are, they can help you connect with them. Visit classycommunications.net to learn more about their suite of services that can help your business stand out from the rest. Classy Communications is your solution for business success. PR Connections Radio thanks you for watching this podcast. Check out more episodes of this show and our others at prconnectionsradio.com.